Hey cutie. Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. I am filming one intro for 3 videos that are going to be part of a Empties series on my channel. I have 6 months of garbage in front of me, and I figure since we have so much to talk about, I'm just going to break this down into different areas within the categories of my garbage. So by clicking on this video, you saw by the title that we're going over a certain category of product today, and I'm very excited to share that with you. I'm filming all of this at once. I'm filming my one intro that's going to go on all of my videos, so it might get repetitive for a couple videos. If you are interested in my thoughts, opinions on products I've used up all the way. If you've missed any of my other videos in this series, I'm going to link my last Empties video up above. So I do have a handful of items in front of me though that are getting decluttered out of my collection. They no longer spark joy in my life. I look at them and I feel very taxed even looking at them, because thinking about having to use these products, I'm like, oh my gosh, this just seems like a never-ending thing. It's very relieving when you give yourself the ability to just let some stuff go, and letting these items go within, I feel like some of these have been very recent things that I've decided that I'm going to just let go and depart. Let me just start with the declutters first, and let me just start with my super random declutters. I have these 2 super old brushes from Morphe. These are both the M531 brush. They are so scratchy. Anytime I use them, it's like I feel the hair stabbing my little eyeballs. And I'm just not interested in using these. I feel like every couple months I'll try using them and I'm like, ugh, these are bad. And then I'll use them again and I'm like, they're not that bad. It's fine. Get over it. And then I use them again and I'm like, oh no, these are awful. And I'm just sick of the back and forth with this, and I'm ready to just let it go. And so I am. Speaking of products I don't enjoy using, I had really tried giving this a good go at the beginning of the year. This was the only glitter adhesive product I had in my collection, and I just don't like it. It is not good, and it could be the age of the product, because this is long discontinued by when I bought it. I purchased this at a Marshall's, a TJ Maxx. So it was old when I purchased it, but this is the ABH glitter adhesive. I do not purchase from ABH any longer. I just wasn't enjoying my eyeshadow and how my eyeshadow was turning out for months when I was using this, and this just really sucked, and I'm so happy that I'm letting myself just get rid of it. I'm so excited about that. Another product that I was really trying to figure out a different way to use it, and it's just not worth the time and effort for me. That is this matte fluid eye paint from About Face, and particularly it's really just this color. This color, I don't know what it is, if it's just the formulation of it, if it's just the color itself, which I don't know. This blends away to nothing. I will put this on, I will leave it on my lids for a good couple seconds, like 10 to 30 seconds, and then attempt to blend it out, and it just blends away to nothing. I have some eyeshadows that I've just been holding on to because they were gifts, and I just don't like them. There are these 3 loose pigments from MAC. These 2 larger containers were a gift from my grandma. It was very sweet of her. These shades in particular, I'm not interested in. This is Heritage Rouge. It's just too dark. I don't wear a shade like that ever. I never reach for it. And then the other one is a glitter, and I did try using this on my nails quite often. I've tried it on my lids. I don't like it on my eyes. I'm a little nervous about the glitter falling into my eyeballs. Then this guy here is the MAC pigment Blue Brown. I had this in my Project 24 uses earlier this year. I actually did hit 25 uses in this shade, and I just decided out of all of the similar shades like this I have in my collection, and I'm so ready to get rid of it. It's been taking up space in my mind for 10 years. Another one that I've had for years and years, and my preferences have just changed at this point. That is the Got To Be Glued Spiking Gel. This big old hair gel I used for my eyebrows, and my eyebrows only. I would never put this in my hair. I never used it for any other reason other than my eyebrows, and I've just found products that I like more. Check out my current favorites if you are curious what product I like more in my eyebrows. So this was a gift from my sister-in-law. She moved here from Japan and brought this with her it was so sweet. It was so sweet. This is not a blush I would pick out for myself. Color is just not for my skin tone. It's a little bit too icy cool tone, and it honestly makes me look like a ventriloquist dummy. Then this is a product that was in, I don't even remember what project pan this was in, but this wasn't a project on my channel at some point. But I ended up rolling in this Woah highlight into my project, and then it shattered, and it makes me not want to reach for it. It's one of those super shock shadow kind of formulas, and I've tried smooshing this back and it keeps shattering, and I'm just not interested in it. I am decluttering this Macart nail glue. I bought this when I was getting really into press-on nails, and I am now into a different style of doing my nails at home. This was nice at the time. I would say this is the most similar to the Glamnetic nail glue. That's my favorite nail glue. This was pretty on par with that. But I like my LED curing nail glue much more. I do have a couple nail polishes that I did finish the past couple months. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed the shades of them. It was a mint and a pink, and they're two different brands, and I really enjoyed both of them. I save the best for last is always my motto. So I ended up finishing this mint shade here. This is like my all-time favorite kind of color. A little bit lighter and it would be my all-time favorite color, but mint and teals are like my absolute favorite. This was the red carpet manicure. This is in Santorini Martini. The issue I had with these is these are like my oldest gel polishes by far. So the color kind of separates, and occasionally my manicure doesn't turn out the way I want because the pigments separate. So there's only so much I can do to mix it. And similarly is the CND polish, this guy here. It's so pretty. I liked this color quite a lot. This was Hot Pop Pink, a really, really beautiful formula, a very beautiful color. Again, very bright kind of neon-y pink. This was my favorite formula of gel polish. Actually, it might still be my favorite formula of gel polish at this time. It's just very expensive. It is like a professional grade level, whatever. So it's a little bit more expensive for a gel polish. The first couple products are very unexciting. My opinion is they're always exciting because it's eyes, and eyes are always the best. I finished another one, my Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. This is probably my 5th tube of this. I love this. I go through these about every 6 months. 6 to 8 months is how long a tube of this lasts me on average if I'm wearing makeup more often, almost every day. I cracked into my last version of this before they've repackaged, and I'm hoping they haven't reformulated. I'm really hoping they haven't reformulated. They changed the packaging. So this is the next one. So I have one to go, and I will get through it eventually, but this is my absolute favorite eye primer, hands down. So I had, at the very beginning of the year, was using the Ulta New Heights mascara. I actually really am enjoying the Ulta mascaras. This had a very, very small length wand, which makes it really nice if you have smaller eyes to really use the product, especially if you struggle with like the different areas of like the eye. Maybe you have a little bit more rounded eyes. This might be better to kind of curve with the eye with you. This is my favorite style of mascara wand. So I really enjoyed this, and did I repurchase this one? I don't know. I do have another Ulta mascara in my collection waiting to go once I finish my current open mascara, but I did finish that. Then I also got a gift with purchase when I bought my Pat McGrath palette earlier this year. I did end up getting the Dark Star mascara. This has a mascara wand style that I'm not a big fan of. I don't typically like these big volumizing wands. They're not my favorite, but I actually did like this mascara pretty well. This was a pretty nice mascara. It didn't flake. It looked great on my lashes. Would I repurchase this? Probably not, because Ulta makes some pretty nice mascaras for the price point. That is it for eyes. Then I have my face makeup. I only have a couple products for my complexion, and then the rest is lips. So the first product to talk about is going to be this guy here. This is the NYX Bare With Me Serum Jelly. What are you? Bare With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. This was actually really nice. This was pretty nice. I could see myself repurchasing this in the winter, or maybe this would make me want to try other hydrating primers. This was very, very lightly tacky, which I really liked when I had a little bit drier skin because it did offer a bit of hydration as well as it really did hold my makeup on for a long portion of the day. I really liked this. The only thing I didn't appreciate was the packaging. I didn't like having to scoop the product out. Like, they could have put a little spatula within it. Like, this is very big, bulky packaging for like the products. The fact that I have to scoop it out annoys me. Petty. Then on top of that, I did finish a foundation within the past couple months. This is the BareMinerals Original Liquid Foundation in the shade Golden Fair. This was definitely a bit too light for me at the time. I mixed this in with a slightly too deep foundation. I did open this up. I actually can't close this anymore because it is, I ripped the packaging open so much that I can't open this up any longer or shut this, but I did finish it and scooped out all that I could out of this product and put it into another thing and used all of the product up that way. Was very excited about this. I really liked the BareMinerals Original Liquid Foundation. It reminded me of the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. I say it every time I talk about this, I mention it reminded me of that very expensive Tom Ford foundation, and I would never spend $90 on a foundation if I know like a $40 foundation does the same thing. Then I have lip products in front of me. So I'll talk about my least favorite first. And that's this one. This is the most recent one I finished also. This is the Woah like Crystal Diamond Glow Gloss and whatever something in the shade Stardust. Reason I didn't like this, and you can see there is a bit of product left on the bottom. I can feel every single glitter particle in this. I can feel it on my lips, and all I can think of, I've said it before, I'll say it again, it's gross, I'm sorry, it feels like the backwash of lip gloss. I finished enough. I'm counting this as a win. I'm very happy that this is out of my collection. Another one I'm pretty happy is out of my collection is this guy. I ended up liking this more the more I wore it, the darker my tan got, which is not the darkest tan ever, but I got a bit of color. This is the NYX Filler Instinct in Sugar Pie. It's a little deeper than I thought it was going to be. There is a smidge again left. It's kind of detached from the thing and it's fallen on my desk, and I'm not putting that on my lips. This is just not my favorite formula anymore. This is almost a little bit drying with the cinnamon tingle that this has. It's almost a little bit drying on the lips that I wouldn't repurchase any of those shades in all honesty. Products that have a plump that feel great on the lips is this guy here, and this is a Fantasy Cosmetica lip oil. This was sent to me from Fantasy Cosmetica. I liked this so much. I ended up purchasing the full range of them actually. I think I was sent 2 of them and then I purchased the rest. But this was the shade Archfey. This was a really beautiful shade. I actually really quite miss this. I'm going to just use whatever's left in there on my lips. It's lightly plumping. I feel like if you're sensitive to plump, you'll feel the plump, but I'm not that sensitive to like the plumping sensations. But this was nice. It did tint the lips slightly greeny blue, but it wasn't like anything like you'd really notice it. These are very, very hydrating. These are a nice lip oil. Again, I liked the formula so much, I purchased the rest of the range. But one of my favorite products for hydration, probably my favorite lip product for hydration, the Kopari lip glossies. This is the 3rd or 4th one that I finished actually. I've unfortunately many of these go missing in my collection, but I finished also quite a few of them. I have used the original, no, I've gifted the original one to my mom. I used up the pineapple. I was halfway through the watermelon before that one got lost in a bathroom, which was very disappointing. I used up almost all of one before I lost it in the parking lot. That was the grape bubblegum scented. I finished a bubblegum scented one and then this one so far. So I finished a ton of them. I've lost a couple of them, but I finished a ton of them within my discovery of these. This is the shade Birthday Suit. It was a nice nude color. Not my favorite. The one that is my current favorite is the Sunset Kiss. This one is similar, but just blends into the skin a little bit nicer than this one. This one kind of left a little bit of a frosty finish. That is it for my empties. Thank you so much for sticking around for this 3-part series. Let me know if there were any empties in the makeup realm that you like. Maybe you disagree with me. Maybe that lip filler, that Filler Instinct thing is your favorite lip product and I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments below your finished makeup products. I would love to know. But that is it for this video. I am excited. We're going to see Sum 41 tonight, so I gotta run. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!